Greetings from the void. My name is Nulla Moore. This is Journey Through Miro. And I have a special announcement before we get into the actual meat of the game because, as you all know, these are my boys. Say hello, boys.
Hello.
And this specific boy is now the better boy because he's my fiance.
Point the other direction. It's Miro.
It's either way for me. But he's my fiance now. He engaged. We're engaged. But with that aside, I am now going to traumatize all of them. So please, everyone introduce yourselves.
Well, fiance, you first.
I'm Stephen the Stool, and tonight I will be portraying the fiance. Oh, better known as Motown. As you can see by my self-patriotic attire. Yes. Cover of the world.
Well, hello there, everyone. I am the Black Doctor, and I play the illustrious Paladin of Vengeance, Balgroth the Dark.
I am Diljitsu on TikTok, X, and Instagram, in that order. And I fill the role of Isaiah Yeager, Magus Extraordinaire, and Mastermind of the party.
Yeah,
he's gonna die.
So we're going to move Dragon out of the way. And would either of you guys like to give me the recap for the last episode that was about 2 weeks ago?
Del, do you want to do it or should I?
You do it. You have special insight into this situation.
Well, we basically found our way into Isaiah's old village, where we met a few people, including his old butler. Isaiah basically found his way into his family mansion, which was technically, wasn't it? No, it was his school that was burned to the ground.
No, my family's house was burned down too.
Yeah,
well,
the family house was burned.
The ruins of it.
But the remains were still there. And what we basically found out is that the butler's not really the butler. The butler's dead and has been replaced by a changeling. And so as the party began looking for this new changeling butler, basically night came and we all had to go to bed. Balgroth eventually led Yip Yap out of his general place and back to the family home, where it was captured or replaced with a changeling, just like Balgroth was a long time ago. So now the party is filled, basically 75% of it, with halflings, with changelings.
Wait, is there a fourth guy that's a changeling?
No, he's dead now.
Yeah, okay.
Is that a Ronin? Nah.
2/3 of the party is filled with changelings. And,
we're only at 99% power now.
Right, and Isaiah is gonna have to find a way to save all of us.
Is this the right time to tell you guys that I've been a doppelganger this whole time? That this entire show has been my genjutsu?
Oh, did you use the same monstrous races PDF that I have?
Yes, I wrote that PDF.
And the Journey Through Miro instantly
insight check.
Okay.
Completely new storyline.
So we actually start off this session in the mind of a sleeping party member. Isaiah, you are...
Oh boy.
You remember falling asleep in the inn of the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
You spoke with the bartender, Zag, and he got you a room. And you remember Balgroth and Yip Yap also going to sleep in their adjacent rooms. And while you felt nervous and obviously on edge after what you found out about Chamberlain and the possibilities and assumptions that follow that sort of revelation, sleep eventually washed over you. And now you find yourself blinking, looking around, and before you, framed in dark space, is the planet of Miro. And beneath you is rock, an asteroid, or one of the moons, perhaps. It's rough and gray, and all around you are blinking stars, creating constellations that you grew up looking at and studying, but now at different angles from where you stand. And to either side of you are two other large rock-like planets, and you gather that you are standing on one of the 3 moons of Miro.
Do I have any sense of do I have any sense of why I'm here?
You feel as though you are going to gain a message or an understanding of some kind, but to be in space is something that typically space is taught to you as a different realm that we can see. And to be in space is to be above living things, is to basically be ascended and one with creation.
Mm-hmm.
Normal mortals and beings, I'm just feeding your ego, aren't really meant to be up here.
Yeah, normal, of course not, but it's fitting, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. As you look around this new setting that, as far as you know, no human or any humanoid species of Miro has ever gotten the chance of seeing in person, you notice that those 2 other rocky moons are gravitating closer and closer to you as they spin in their slow rotations. And they get to a point where you feel like if you just reached out, you could brush the surface of one, despite you knowing that they can't be that close or they would collide with the one you're standing on. And then they finish their rotations to reveal bloodshot, quivering eyes, pupils like stab wounds, and irises that leak red and black into the sclera. And you look back down to your feet to find a third eye, with the pupil darting back and forth from your feet, and then rapidly going back and forth from one corner of the eye to the other. And then the veins of the sclera, they pulse and writhe until they break through that mushy wall of membrane to wrap around your ankles and pull you below the conjunctiva, which is another word for the sclera. And as you're being pulled down, as you sink into this eye, this milky sludge, you hear a sound like humming that reverberates around you and inside of you. And the humming is not a language of words, but rather simple melody that in your head translates to a message that you somehow understand. And in a sing-song kind of playful, like how someone would recite a childhood rhyme or nursery, it says, "There was once a god with too much love and only good intentions." And then you blink and you find yourself in a rather comfy chair. A warm fire blazing in front of you, a glass of some kind of dark liquid in one hand, and a leather-bound book in the other with blank pages. And across from you, in another chair, is a humanoid silhouette made of overlapping eyes. And he blinks. And you blink. The silhouette breaks at what should be the head to reveal pointed, glistening teeth. And you blink again. And you wake up. In the inn, in your bed. And above you is your little avian companion, kind of clicking his beak down at you.
Well, that was strange. Once was what was it? Love and attention.
Do you want me to repeat it?
No, I have it written down.
Gotcha.
This is a god with too much love and only good intentions.
And Balgroth and Yip Yap, you two are in separate rooms of the inn, adjacent to Isaiah. But you two didn't really sleep. You didn't really need to. You feel fine, rejuvenated in a way. And you all hear, beneath the floorboards of the upper level of the inn, I should do this now. You hear kind of, liveliness happening in the tavern below you.
I'm gonna inspect my room. Is there anything in my drawers that I can pilfer?
There is nothing really in the drawers or the closet or anything. Just some, a knapsack that Yip Yap left behind. But there's not really anything in that aside from a piece of chalk and some lint and a note.
I take them.
Okay.
What does the note say?
It's the note from Kiriga.
I would have kept that, in a pocket by my heart.
All right, then it's just the chalk and the lint.
I go down and see what all the commotion is all about.
Isaiah?
Is it like a loud commotion or just like people being noisy?
It's just, to you, it just sounds like an average kind of morning, as this is kind of the only restaurant in Colebrook. It's where everyone gets their breakfast if they don't have it at home.
Gotcha. Then I'm going to finish my morning preparations.
Okay.
I go to the next room over that seems unoccupied, and I pilfer it.
It's locked.
I have my thieves' tools.
No, you don't.
I go to I find a room that's not locked.
You stumble into Isaiah's room.
Oh.
Bold of you to assume my door is not locked. No. I guess as a... Hello, Yip Yap.
Good morning, Isaiah.
What brings you in here?
Oh, just looking around. Say, we should go to your school today. I bet there's lots of cool things in there. Old books in the library. Maybe lunch money in the lunchroom that we could have.
It's not a lunch money. If you have the school is burned to the ground, it's being repaired right now. Now I'm very, very predisposed.
Coin doesn't burn. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was a raid, so I suspect everything is gone that would have been there. And anything else would have been taken away. But you're welcome to go look. In fact, you should go look right now.
But you see, you should come with me because you know the place. What do I know? I'm just a kobold.
I think it'll be a wonderful growth experience for you.
I think it'll be a wonderful experience for you. Old memories.
It's a big word. Hmm.
What's the big word?
Well, but anyways, books. Anyway,
Books? Books aren't big. They have big words.
perhaps we'll go later.
Okay. Ca is there only his bed in the room?
A
What?
what?
Is there only a bed for Isaiah and a nightstand for Isaiah in the room?
It's furnished the same way that yours was. He might have his stuff out.
Okay,
Like on
if
a
it's only
desk.
meant for one person, I'm not going to pilfer his stuff. I'm going to move
Yeah.
on.
I'm watching you. I locked my door.
Yip Yap walks, by the way, very rigidly. Not his normal Jesus lizard plat around.
Ugh,
Okay.
self-important lizard.
Anyway, so Volgroth, you went downstairs.
Yep.
So you walk down the kind of half spiral staircase that leads into the tavern, and it is very lively. A lot of people are just kind of talking. They're eating breakfast. You see Zag, who is the dwarven bartender, the one who kind of runs the tavern. He's flitting between tables with tall mugs of mead frothing over and plates piled high with bacon, eggs, and bread, and things like that. And while he moves around delivering food to the tables, another dwarf, a female dwarf, very similar in face, stays behind the bar, cooking up the food and handing orders to those who are sitting at the counter. And her smile is very wide and cheerful as she kind of like waves at you in a good morning sort of way.
He waves back slightly. And I guess goes up to her and I guess slightly leans upon the counter and says, "What all is going on here? Is it just the breakfast rush?"
Ah, yes, it's breakfast is always like this around here. Would you like some?
He smirks. "Sure. Give me all the bacon you have."
Ah, well, I mean, there are priority orders, and I can only make so much at a time. Are you sure you want all the bacon?
He leans forward with glaring eyes. "You know me. I want all the bacon."
I'll see what I can do. Will you take a seat up here, or do you want to take?
"Nah, I'll be right here." As he turns and he looks back over the crowd, and he just he begins to muse, halfway talking to himself, halfway talking to her. With all the commotion that happened yesterday, I thought the people would be a bit more high strung, but it seems like they're trying to carry on as much as possible.
Well, I mean, this town is one that kind of keeps on and carries on. We do our best to keep moving, and tragedy is tragedy, and we just try and fill that void with laughter and joy.
I see.
Yip Yap.
What?
Yip Yap will make his way down the staircase.
Okay. As you walk down, the lady dwarf behind the counter talking with Balgras, she waves to you as well, with the kind of good morning, hello type of greeting.
I return in kind a greeting. Yip Yap asks for a plate of raw salmon or whatever fish he can get.
She kind of nods and like reaches under the counter, and while also kind of reaching back behind her, she grabs a fresh plate of bacon, gives that to Balgroth, and she puts the salmon in front of Yip Yap, and then she kind of smiles at the both of you and says, "Free of charge."
Yip
He
Yap
winks.
grins under his hood as he takes a fork and knife and starts.
Balgroth winks at her while shoving a few pieces into his mouth.
Right? Isaiah?
All right, I think now I will, gather my stuff and come down. And it's just a regular hustle bustle type of day.
And as you come down, once again, the female dwarf, who you would know, her name is Tali, and she is the sister of Zag, who runs the tavern. She waves at you as well with a nice, happy smile.
Morning, Tali.
Good morning, Isaiah. It's very nice to see your face again.
Yes, yours as well. What's on the docket for breakfast today? I see all the bacon has been taken.
Well, I mean, I can always cook up some more. We got plenty of ham. We got sausage, bacon, well, eggs, and we got some biscuits.
Biscuits and eggs sounds lovely. Thank you.
The salmon's good.
Yep. And she goes to just kind of get some biscuits.
Excellent. I'll sit down with Balgroth and Yip Yap.
So Isaiah, what's on the agenda today?
I suppose we have to go to that lake to investigate about this shapeshifter.
Right, exactly. So that was where he was going, wasn't it?
Well, that was the last place he was seen, but sadly it was too dark last night, so I suspect he won't be there.
Is the school that way?
No.
Oh,
I don't know that is the school that way, Mrs. DM?
No, the school would be in the opposite direction of the lake.
No, it's... You know what? If you go far enough, Yip Yap, it is that way. So,
okay.
why do you want to go to the school so bad? It's under construction. There's not anything of note there. It's just empty, half-finished rooms. There's nothing to fill.
I slink and I steal things. It's kind of an ideal under construction, ideal place. Just slip right in, get whatever you want, and go.
You going to steal a brick?
Sure. Throw it at people. Yeah.
Have you ever doubted Yip Yap's creativity to steal the things that we don't expect?
This is the
Yip
most
Yap pulls out the piece of
conversation
chalk
to start the
and
day with.
Yip Yap pulls out the piece of chalk and starts graffitiing the countertop.
Look, it's already on the way, and you know he won't shut up until we go. So at least we might as well check it out on the way, right?
We'll do it
We're
after.
on the way back.
Let's go to this lake. All right, and I guess I'll just finish eating and we'll set off.
Okay. Right. So, do you all leave the tavern?
Yes.
All right. So, with everyone kind of inside the tavern this morning, or, most of the town is inside, the rest of the town feels kind of abandoned in a way, with very cool gusts of wind walking along the empty paths. And Isaiah, you feel a sensation that you've kind of grown accustomed to as of late. The sensation of being watched kind of lingers over you like a gloomy cloud. And it doesn't take long for you to just kind of look around, and you see a couple flogants just roosting in the trees between the shadows of dull green leaves.
Ugh, Zato.
Yip Yap is also just not watching where he's going. He's just intently staring up at Isaiah.
Okay. But yes, there's really no people in town to impede you on your way to the lake. And when you get there, there's not really anything. Just a lake, there's a couple fish swimming around, and there's a boat that's been docked kind of badly on the shore. But no sign of anyone being there recently. The boat looks like it's been sitting there for a couple days.
Is there anything in it?
Do an investigation for me.
All right. Investigation.
I see no
No, that's
signs of
intimidation.
intelligent
Ignore
life
that one.
anywhere.
So, what'd you say, Yip Yap?
Yeah, I was just quoting the I see no signs of intelligent life anywhere.
Gotcha. So, Isaiah, you kind of dig through the boat, and you find that one of the seats, you lift it up, and it's actually a compartment. And there's like a ripped up kind of leather armor piece, along with a kind of jagged knife that is clean, but is also broken.
Interesting. Anything magical about either of them?
Nope.
Do I recognize any symbols on them, anything like that?
Nope.
Huh. Well, all right.
So I take it this was a dead end.
It is. And at this point, I suspect that whatever it is, body snatcher or shapeshifter thing, it's the mimic, whatever it is. It's probably taken a new form at this point, given that everyone seems to know that Chamberlain is deceased. So it's probably either someone who's not around that often or even traveling through or something. But we'll have to figure that out.
I see.
What if it's a fish?
No.
Anyway,
So back to the town, I suppose.
back to town, yes.
To the school!
As we walk back, I do mention we might as well humor him.
Why don't
I
you
do
take
like
him?
humor.
I have to do some more investigation.
And that's a
Hey.
place to investigate.
I do think you should probably be here. Because, I mean, you know, whenever you leave me with him, we always get into shenanigans.
What? How would I know?
How long have you been with us?
Pair of psychopaths. All right.
Yeah.
Fine, fine. We'll go to the school. Yes. And why do you want anything at the school, Balgroth, or is this purely to humor our friend?
I do this simply for his sake. If he if he finds something that I find entertaining, sure, I'll get something out of it.
My brain went on the worst ADHD tangent of whenever we're together, we get into shenanigans. Yip Yap pulls out an MP3 player and it's playing the droid Tales cartoon theme song.
Oh,
Trouble again.
and besides, if it gets Yip Yap to shut up for 5 minutes, it will be more than enough for me.
You know, I think that a small piece of rope would do the same job.
You know a rope trick, wizard man?
You know that's probably not the best way to do things.
Ugh. Don't tell me you've gone soft on me now, Balgroth.
Oh, trust me, that's not going to happen anytime soon.
Oh,
All
sorry.
right.
Salmon stuck in my throat.
Anyway,
let's take a look at the school, or at least get close to it. See if there's, work going on.
Badoo. Badoo.
So, school's this. As you all kind of get close to it, you find that not the entire school was burned down. Mostly it seems like the northern side of the school was more attacked. That is where most of the library was, and the main lecture hall. The smaller classrooms on kind of the eastern side of the school seem to still be intact. And unlike when you all arrived into town, there are no guards standing out around the construction site today.
Do you think
Strange. Normally there'd be guards around here.
Yip goes from where we're looking at it. There's some way inside.
There's a
Question mark?
giant hole
Okay.
where the
Yip
construction hasn't happened.
Yip walks over to the hole, turns around like on his heels, and just kind of beckons to them.
Oh, Jesus.
Also, I sent you.
You've got this, Yip Yap.
It's never a good thing when a midget beckons. I'm sorry. I'm gonna cut that out. That's from a JonTron video. Leave me alone.
Listen,
Cut it
that's a
out.
Tellurian proverb right there, okay?
Christina, throw in the YouTube video. It's no longer available. Still.
It's from a JonTron video. I couldn't help it.
Anyways, I sent you a
Yeah.
message. I beckoned to y'all incessantly.
Did you send me a message? Is that what you
I
said?
did.
He's not gonna leave us alone unless we do this.
Oh.
What?
Come on.
Yip Yap walks backwards into the darkness.
Fine. Balgroth, you have dark vision, right?
Yes, of course.
You go first.
Sure. And he begins to follow.
Is it like actually dark in there as I walk forward?
Well, it is still morning, so from the light of just like the broken pieces of the roof and wall, there's enough light where you can see kind of just fine. And also you have a basic memory of how the library, at least this part of it, is laid out.
All right.
Yip Yap's just gonna lead Balgroth deep through the halls and rooms, as deep as he can pilfer. Kind of checking drawers, overturning things.
Balgroth begins to explore as well, inching his way through the library. So you used to, I guess, study around here, right?
Yes. This is where I went to university for a time. I was away when the raid happened, so I was not present for that, and I elected not to pursue studies elsewhere, but continue my own independent study.
Could you remind me again, as he's continuing to inch through the library? Could you remind me who was the one who was raiding the village?
I really don't know for sure. I was not here for it. I heard about it. I heard it was some sort of group of foreign savages or something. It wasn't really clear.
I see.
Yeah, and again, you'd think that a school full of so-called powerful mages would be able to defend against a bunch of people with swords and sticks, but no. They were too busy theory crafting in the White Room.
Maybe it was goblins. Very evil folk.
It wasn't goblins, but you know what? If they could be beaten by goblins, they deserved it.
Oh, you ever fight an Ildog?
Yes. Like
Really?
there are ways to defeat things without simply smashing them with physical damage.
Oh,
Well,
I know. That's why I have my daggers. Shing!
Well, you continue to say that there, my friend, but I mean, you just said it would be odd for these mages to be beaten up with swords and sticks. It seems to me that brains actually beat brawn.
Well,
bronze actually beat brain.
It's not that it's that simple, but my particular grievance against this, really against academia at this point, is that there's so much focus on the theoretical that there's no practical application involved. So you had people creating spells that did literally nothing of value and were totally impractical in the field and neglecting other areas of study.
He begins to explore the back of the library, just looking to find any books of interest. So what do you think would have been the solution to all that? How would you have saved this place?
Well, had I been here, I don't know if I single-handedly could have. Frankly, I don't know. Perhaps there were shamans or something there too. But I suspect there was some well, for lack of a better word, just very fast negative event that overwhelmed them, and they were disorganized, and things were on fire, and they didn't know any water spells,
Mm, mm.
both
So
figuratively and literally.
So I guess capturing them by surprise would have been the best course of action, or at least the worst course of action for them, unfortunately.
Uh, eh, well, yes, many of them were not quite as, well, they didn't have contingencies, from what I gathered.
I see. I see.
Why do
I
you
understand.
ask?
I don't know. I'm just curious. Sometimes you don't necessarily tell us a lot about you. So, I mean, you talk a lot about yourself, but not about where you come from. So, this was interesting.
Yes, well, it's it's a bit strange being back in the ruins of my old stomping grounds twice, both where I grew up and where I attempted to grow in knowledge.
Hmm. But who knows? Maybe this place will be rebuilt and you can do the same thing again.
I I don't foresee myself doing. I don't foresee myself joining this place again. But who knows? Maybe with the right incentives, I could be convinced to take some sort of chair position.
Cool. I see.
So, as the three of you kind of have this conversation, or mostly Balgroth and Isaiah have this conversation, the smell of like the building starts to hit y'all like kind of hard in a way that feels like at this point the smell should have gone by now, given like the time since the fire and things like that. But you can still vividly smell the burnt wood and paper and flesh that unfortunately got eaten by the fire when it occurred. And Isaiah, you hear your crow kind of caw outside as if it sees something.
Yip Yap's gonna jump up and hit Isaiah squarely where his skull meets
So
his
I
spine.
need to send something to Null. Like,
Okay.
Can I make my attack while this is happening?
Roll to hit at least.
I'm using the blunt end. That's a 25 to hit.
Jesus. Okay, Isaiah, does a 25 hit?
hang on one second.
No, actually, scratch that.
Did I get a warning or no?
So when your crow cawed and you kind of had that telepathic link, would you be able to see what it saw at that moment?
I can't necessarily. Well, I thought it was with me, but if it was outside, then it would just it would basically say whatever, tiger, or what,
Oh,
or
okay.
kobold.
You would have heard crowd, and then Yip Yap hits you in the side of the head.
Okay.
I guess.
Well,
I'm gonna change that to bludgeoning.
I think he doesn't hit me in the side of the head. Please re-roll that.
Silvery Barb.
Hold up. Did my 18 hit? Because I rolled with advantage.
You're 18. Let me take a look at my AC.
So
that does it, yes.
So I just re-roll for disadvantage?
I hit him with the butt of my great axe.
Does an 18 hit?
Okay, yes, you're both able to hit.
Yes, both hit. So we both immediately smack him with the back of our weapons.
No, I do see you, Bulger. I'm aware that I'm being attacked.
18 still hit.
Would I be able to get in my bonus action attack or no?
I'm gonna say no. So, yeah, roll for initiative.
Okay.
I'm gonna call
So,
blundering.
you
out.
die here often? The people sure do.
What? I'm still upset that this guy has a higher AC than me.
It goes higher. But if he hadn't crit on me, neither of you would have hit me. Let's see. Where's my initiative button?
Right. Isaiah, you have just been attacked. And done
All
damage
right.
to.
Yeah, I think that I'm going to. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna Misty step on out of here. So I poofed. I guess 30. There's a crowd now. So is there a crowd at the door?
You just heard crowd.
Okay. Well, can I like communicate in my head like what up?
In response, you kind of hear like a buzzing for a second, and then you just hear the word nothing.
So is my crow out of commission?
No?
The word nothing.
Wow.
Friendly fire. I'm creeped out.
I guess then I'll just go deeper into the school, and then I'll cast Mind Sliver on Yip Yap, and then run away. If this wants to go. Are you seeing a spellcast or no?
I see the Misty Step.
The Mind Sliver is just not doing it. Hang on.
Have you tried casting it on and off?
Yeah, right. Hang on. I'm gonna reopen my character sheet.
Hello, welcome to Wizards of the Coast tech support. How may I help you? Yeah, my mind sliver isn't working.
Why is it that I immediately thought of Wizards of Waverly Place?
That's weird.
That does
Well,
sound like a bit they would have. I feel like that is a bit they did.
Wizards of the Coast, maybe. Or like tech support, wizard support.
Yeah, like wand support.
Mm-hmm.
that's really weird. Okay. No, can you roll my? Well, I guess yeah. Can you do an intelligence save?
I don't know. Can I? There's a 12.
That does not pass.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
All right, so you're going to take 7 psychic damage and subtract 3 from your next save. And I am now 60 feet away, possibly on top of something, if there's something to be on top of.
I thought Misty Step was only 30 feet.
I know, but I ran too.
Oh,
What about a rock?
well, okay.
So if you Misty Step, you would be like kind of more towards the classrooms of the school, like on this side that's hidden by the edge of the screen.
Okay. I mean, I'll let you like handle the particulars of like exactly where I am because yeah,
Okay. I'll just
I
say
assume there's some not to scale going on.
Yep, it's your turn. You've just been slivered.
I'd like to think if Balgroth is looking, like the hood kind of melts into my face and it grays away from the blue hood and the red scales of my snout as I kind of massage my aching head, and it kind of goes back. And I go,
Get yourself together.
and I run after him.
It's dramatic, guys. So if he's 60 feet away, that would probably be all of your...
That would be precisely all of my movement. As I draw my other dagger.
Okay. So then that would be Balgroth's turn.
I'm also holding my daggers like this away instead of...
I can't use my extra attack for extra movement speed, can I?
No.
No? No thanks.
Darn.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. I'm trying to see. I use my 30 running speed to chase after both Yip Yap and Isaiah. And I call out to Isaiah saying, Isaiah, we're not trying to kill you. I'm not trying to kill you. I don't want to kill you. Just want to talk. And after he gets to 30 feet, he uses his extra attack to throw his spear.
I thought you were going to say to throw Yip Yap.
Fastball special!
Flash flood warning.
Just at his leg, just to wound him, to stop him from moving.
We mean you no harm. Phew.
I said I'm not trying to kill you. I'm just trying to stop you. Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
We have come to your strange lands. Have this blanket.
So, for prosperity's
Like
sake,
it's smallpox.
for prosperity's sake, since you got him in the leg, Isaiah, in this instance, your speed is halved.
Okay. That's fine. I just have to change my strategy into a really much more fun thing. Oh, no, or I could be completely malevolent about this.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Let me just look at the particulars of this spell.
What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do, guys?
I like this.
What's it gonna do when it comes for you?
How tall is the ceiling?
What you gonna do?
Where you're at in like the kind of hallway area between classes, I would say that the ceiling is about 30 feet above you.
Okay, and how far is are there any windows in here?
Yes, but they're all kind of boarded up.
Any so is the closest way out the exit where the crow is?
Yeah, the closest way out, you would have to go past Yip Yap and Balgroth.
Okay. Then, all right, then I'm going to cast Fly on myself.
Okay. That's sick, man.
Yes. And then, technically, no, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to cast Fly on myself. I'm going to cast. Actually, yeah, I'm just going to fly up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm maybe 10 feet in the air now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to dash towards the outside door. So that's, 60 times 2? That's 100 feet of movement.
It's gonna have to have that because I stabbed you in the leg.
But I have a fly
flying.
speed.
It's flying speed. You always got a loophole for something, don't you? I appreciate it. It's fun.
Listen, I said those other wizards didn't have contingencies.
Okay. So you fly outside where your crow is?
Yes.
You're 10 feet above the ground?
Well, I guess I can be 15 once I'm out.
Do you have to be within 5 feet to get an opportunity attack?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then, yeah. Isaiah, you fly over Yip and Balgroth, and unfortunately, you two just kind of watch.
I wasn't going to be dumb about this. I wasn't looking to lose.
I literally look and watch him yell. I scream. I fly over and I scream at him. How freaking elaborate do we have to make this fight? Get down here!
Follow me then, gentlemen. And then I give him a suck it as I fly away.
Come on, we're amicable.
Gentleman. Okay, so you fly outside, and yeah, there's no one outside. Your crow is up in the tree, and it looks, it's a crow. It's kind of hard to gauge emotion off of a crow.
What was outside? I sort of vibe towards it.
It just says crowd again.
No, checker.
Crowd. Interesting. Do I see anything horrible outside that I need to be aware of?
No.
Okay. Oh boy. Do I have Featherfall prepared? All right. Yeah, then I guess I will wait for them to come out.
Okay.
Yeah, we are rushing out of there because he still has my spear in his leg, and I want that.
Would it be okay if Yip Yaps came out first? Or would you
Yeah,
prefer-
sure. No, it's your
I-
turn now,
It
so.
is your turn.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Stumbling out is quite the sight, as it's not Yip Yap anymore. You see maybe the last stages of the gray morphing into the color drooped, color sapped form. A form you saw just a few days ago of this sickly burst open corpse with entrails spilling out of the dead Kano. Just with jaw slack, going, "Come on, Isaiah! Time to pay for your sins!"
So this is dead Kano?
Yeah, it's the corpse of Kano that you saw the other day.
That's what it sure looks like.
Interesting. Okay. Is
So,
Balgroth?
Holy crap, that threw me for a loop. but Changeling Balgroth is completely unfazed.
Mhm.
No
And,
reverence for the dead. The dead has no reverence for you.
and Balgroth says, "Hey Isaiah, you have something that belongs to me."
Calmest way possible. Hey, dude.
I don't mean to be rude, but you got to come with us, and you have something that belongs to me.
Oh.
I'm just like the friend who came overdressed to the costume party, and you're just like, "Hey guys."
So these guys don't have any. I mean, Yip Yap, or I'm going to call you Yip Yap, but I know you're not really Yip Yap at this point. But Faux Yap has daggers, but Ball Fake only doesn't have any weapons at this point, right?
No, I have weapons. I still have weapons for days.
Okay,
Yeah.
but like nothing not like a serious ranged weapon.
I mean, technically, anything is a ranged weapon if you
Yeah,
can take the
technically,
disadvantage.
anything is a ranged weapon.
All right, let's do it this. I'm going to fly 60 feet above them.
Gotcha.
I was already 15. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Would you all mind making a dexterity save? Fake Yap at a -3 penalty.
Good lord.
Oh yeah, get it right.
More like
Oh.
Ho Yap in a second.
What? So it was a deck save. Okay. Oh no. Oh no!
You
All
get
right.
a disadvantage, or -3, so that would be 21. Yeah, still pass.
Yeah, he still passes.
You still
Yeah, so Yip Yap, you're going to take 15 fire damage. Ball Fake,
Mhm.
you're going to take 30 fire damage.
What's left is now looks like the charred. Actually, no. At this point, the shape changer would probably drop his form back to just a proper gray and melted, burned changeling.
Dead
And-
people don't have rights.
And
Are you dead?
Balgroth just half of his body melts and then slowly begins to try to reconstitute itself.
Okay.
I only threw 7 damage at you,
I-
and you give me 30.
I look like lava Riverside Anakin, but instead of fleshy bits, he has gray bits.
So do they look fairly hurt at this point, or are they doing okay?
How am I describing I'm doing?
I am literally 9 points away from death.
I look like the chewed up piece of gum that Ian McDermott said he's still alive too.
Dang. All right. Well, that's going to be my turn.
All right, yep. You're up.
Oh, the crow's coming up with me, by the way. He's not sticking around down there to get, messed with.
Gotcha.
Yip Yap is going to go and throw his 2 daggers directly up at Isaiah.
What's the range on daggers thrown?
I don't know. What is the range?
I believe 40 feet. I mean, well, it doesn't matter. You don't hit me. But yeah.
They're such good rolls too. Such a shame.
I know.
Man, if only you could shapeshift into something else. Anyway, is that going to be your turn?
Like,
Is that going to be your turn?
pretty much, yeah. I did action, bonus action, I screamed, which was a free action. Screaming is a free action, everyone. Remember.
Yeah. Remember, everyone,
Uh,
life gets hard. Screaming is a free action, as is
So-
crying.
Yeah.
Remember, in the Astral Sea, screaming is a free action.
Balgroth, it's Beeth, your turn.
DM question.
Yes.
We haven't well, these changelings haven't run across any Aarakocras yet, have they?
Um,
I was about to say, is that my theme song? Is that a good idea?
No.
Stop. I can't focus.
No, it's Dale's theme song.
Yes.
Uh,
You all
can't
thought you were
focus.
hunting me,
We don't
but
want
the
to
reality
trigger.
is
We don't
I
want to
can't
you
trigger
were mere
switches.
pawns.
Please
We
stop
don't wanna-
the music.
Guys, wait, what?
So,
I knew you'd taken Balgroth weeks ago. He's a bad fighter, but not as bad as you are.
Balgroth, your changeling is, yes, your changeling would have seen like Aarakocra, Limrius, Rai. You would have seen like flying creatures.
Okay, so he number one. Give me 1 second to try to check out anything that I have right now at the moment, because I still technically have Balgroth's magic beads, don't I?
No, you didn't take those. Oh wait, no, you did take those.
Right.
Right.
So
God.
let's see. I number one, I take the amethyst one and use that.
Remind me what that does again.
It is, of course, cure wounds at 2nd level.
Ooh, very good.
Okay. And then adding that would be adding this other one. Okay, so all right, and so I heal up at least 5, and then transform to an Aarakocra and start bursting, chasing immediately after him. I say again, Isaiah, how freaking elaborate do we have to make this fight? If you give
Given
up,
that your fly speed is 10 feet per 6 seconds slower than mine, quite elaborate. Yeah, then I'm going to shoot him with my gun.
Did I shot him with
Whoops.
a gun?
Yeah, you're gonna take what's that? 15 damage. No, I'm sorry. 20 damage. I can't math.
So I don't have a save on this, do I?
Nope, it hits you automatically.
So I take 15 damage?
20 damage. I cast it at 2nd level.
I'm at -5. I'm down.
Oh,
And you know what's even better? You're falling.
that means dead anyway.
Well, yes. But
Okay.
it's a glorious, like, plop that maybe falls on Yip Yap, you know? You never know.
I'm gonna say it doesn't fall.
Now fake Balgroth or now fake Aarakocra just bursts up and then immediately starts spiraling down in a glorious burst of flame before landing in an explosion, leaving nothing but tar, essence of changeling, and feathers.
Yep. And yep.
Quandary, sent Quandary. You can just give a simple verbal yes or no on the Quandary.
Bro, you can do whatever you want.
Okay. That's how I want to do that ability that you talked about.
Okay, cool. It's Isaiah's turn, though. Balgroth is down for the counts.
Let's see. Okay. I'm going to shift so that I'm much closer to ground level, but still far. Well, actually, I don't know if I can do that. Let's see. I'd like to position my crow between me and Yip Yap and have his orders just to be to maintain that differential.
Okay.
Do I want to do anything else? No, that'll be it.
Okay.
Is Isaiah looking at the changeling?
Like at all? Like, are you in my vision at all?
Yeah, are you looking at me?
I mean, he's probably more focused on the falling Balgroth.
Isaiah, will you make a wisdom save?
Mhm.
Oh, that passes. I'm sorry, Steven.
Dang it. Can I still describe what what I do?
Yeah, you can still describe it. It just won't do the effect.
When your gaze shifts from Balgroth to Yip Yap, the still burning form morphs to your own visage, but gnarled by flame, and he catches one of the daggers out of the air in one swell move, then as blood, and he falls back.
That was some weird voodoo stuff. Does he look dead?
No. I mean, he looks dead, but he's not dead.
Oh, that doesn't beat my armor class. Dang it.
I feel like you get advantage against yourself, Stephen. With sneak attack, even.
Sneak attack.
Sneak attack. Can we just say... I don't know. It was an attempt to intimidate him.
Okay.
And also a sacrifice because I'm next to dead.
Roll for intimidation.
Yeah, roll for intimidation, I guess. Isaiah, you are intimidated.
What the actual heck?
Can my
There's only one option now. I would like.
If doesn't win, Brain will.
Can my changeling be dead now?
Sure.
Okay.
Is he dead? Dead?
Yes.
Are we sure?
Yes.
Just in case.
We are willing to sacrifice anything.
It catches things on fire too.
Good.
And now I guess the only thing left on the battlefield is nothing but Isaiah corpses and then my collection of beads, of magic beads.
Oh no, the beads. No, they're gonna catch on fire.
No, Yip Yap's the one who's on Faux Yap's the one who's on fire.
Okay.
Fire! Hellfire!
Alright. So, they have kind of, after you've killed them, they have been reduced to this gooey gray putty of dead changeling.
Ooh.
Wow, it's like Supernatural.
Yeah.
All right. Well, feeling somewhat pleased with myself, I'm going to descend with my arms crossed and my heels together and just hover over the ground towards them. Gonna have my crow swoop in and pick up the beads and like just drop them on my neck. Is there anything of note on either of them that's valuable?
On Balgroth is that magic necklace of gems that was given to him by the elf back in Retcher.
Yeah, we'll take that too.
And
does he have
on your? That's what you just.
Oh, that's the same thing. Okay, the beads and the gems are the same thing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And does he have Balgroth's like super sword?
Yes.
Oh yeah, my necrotic sword.
I will take the necrotic
Axe.
sword.
So necrotic
Oh,
Yeah,
axe.
my necrotic axe, and I never used my sword of vengeance, did I?
No, I don't think
And
so.
no, and you also have my spear still in your leg.
Yeah, I'll take all those weapons and such. um, hmm.
Yeah, you couldn't use my sword because it has my magic power.
You think I couldn't use something with magic power, Volker? I say
No,
to myself.
I'm talking about the changeling.
Oh, yes. You know, Isaiah, already somewhat suspicious, has begun to piece together strange events. Balgroth losing contests of strength, even worse than he normally would. Not smiting out of stubbornness. Tolerating Yip Yap too much. Yip Yap using full sentences and lucid thoughts.
I'm
Balgroth
usually the one
asking
who
about the best
tolerates
ways to
Yip
kill
Yap. What are you
wizards.
talking about?
What's that?
I'm usually the one who tolerates Yip Yap. He's technically my son now.
Also, did you say Yip Yap using full sentences was a tip off?
Speaking lucidly. Using big words.
Awesome.
Also, you being here for the thing last session. That was kind of a big tip off, I'm sure.
Well, normally I would have yelled at someone for not using their magic powers in the fight, but you know, you gotta imply some stuff. But also, he's literally like, how would be the best way to beat a wizard? Oh, would this be the best way? Specifically surprising you? Interesting. I'm just curious. I feel like Browns would beat Brains. Although in my list of things that are, I have a list of things that are known, weird, totally normal, and conjecture. Under the totally normal, I have both of you being murderous scoundrels. So the whole Darth Sidious routine from last time really didn't like cause any issue with Isaiah.
Well, you're not wrong. I am
Now,
technically
for
Have you
shaking the
heard the
Tellurian, that
tragedy?
was a little more of a red flag, and he did address that.
What was a little more of a red flag?
Forsaking the Tellurian.
Oh yeah. Serving myself. Oh yeah, that was a big one.
Have you heard the tragedy of Yip Yap No Tail, the kobold?
I've
Uh,
lived
That
the
a story the
tragedy of Yip
Mage
Yap No
Academy would have
Tail.
told you.
So, with the end of that phase of the fight, we're gonna go on a 15-minute break.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, I
Too jealous.
so
of the
Isaiah knew something was wrong. Obviously when he found the head. But he did not really suspect Yip Yap or Balgroth, but like towards the end of the day he just got super paranoid and started like thinking through different things.
Uh-huh.
And then he got like he basically thought like the morning was super weird. And then as you started asking questions, he was like preparing his contingencies.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
wanted to
half
show-
of it, like honestly, bro, half of it was,
Yeah.
of course, preparing to lead you to the back and trying to apprehend you, and then the other half is just like genuine freaking curiosity.
I wanted so bad to be able to do a bad rendition of the accent, but apparently I've practiced doing this weird mix of Stitch and Jar Jar so much that is Yip Yap No Tail that I can't do it wrong. I can either just do it or not do it.
Yeah.
Interesting. You know, now Isaiah just gonna have like that like Count Dooku like signature look of smug superiority.
Oh yes, you killed the changeling. Ooh.
I
You
killed
realize this battle
2
cannot be won
changelings
by
that
our
had
skills.
0 trouble with you two.
This battle cannot be won by our skills with the dagger, but by our abilities with the weave.
Exactly. More like the weebs, am I right?
Bob and weave.
It's called.
The
You're
weeb
playing the
nation is
wizard.
attacking.
You're playing the wizard. It's D&D. It's called the weave. Be the right kind of nerd for this scenario.
You
You're right.
stupid boy. Oh, that tickled me. That's great.
Why is there another person in initiative?
Huh?
What?
Why is that
I
me?
fly into the stratosphere and nuke the town from orbit.
That's not important right now. We're not back to the game yet.
Why
Well,
is it green as if it's me?
I appreciate that you missed me fumbling around for a little while.
Oh, I saw you messing with like the NPC stat box, but I didn't realize there were initiative until just now because I didn't look at that screen.
What do? I'm plotting. We're discussing the other half of the plot. Shut up.
Should I have been doing this during the break? Yes. Am I going to try and edit it out anyway? Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to try.
Oh no, but there's so much
talking.
relevance in what we said in the break. Don't edit it
No,
completely.
I
not the
cast
break.
forget
I meant when I
all
was
y'all.
When I was fumbling around, I'm going to try and edit that to make it
Right,
look like I
very
wasn't
well.
fumbling around.
While I talks.
Where in the world is Yip and Balgraph?
Carmen San Diego.
If you guys hadn't tried to shank me in the school, I would have figured. I almost decided to do this at the lake, but I was going to use something to figure out where the changelings were.
It wasn't a shank. It was a pistol whip with a dagger. It was a pistol whip with a dagger.
Well, now I can't trust you, so I can't tell you what I was going to do. But I had like
Mustard.
a multi-step
You
plan.
can trust us now.
No,
was
see, I don't
Colonel-
know that though.
It was
What if you
Colonel
are you really
Mustard.
Jeremiah? Yeah, that fireball was fun.
Fireball was fun.
Yeah.
God, this was like a whole witch laugh.
I'll get you, my pretties, and your little fake kobold too.
Hi, I'm a real kobold. I'm a real boy. Got no skills.
The question is, when I find you guys in prison, am I going to believe you're real or think you're like a Russian psyop and just nuke the place?
Literally picks the one.
You just turn around, get the
that I
lapel,
have
and
a
it's a Russian
negative-
name.
Literally picks the one stat that I have a -2 in. Oh, that fireball is fun. The one time that I get a bad roll. The one time.
Yeah.
Man, yep, you were rolling so well with those daggers. I'm so sorry, none of them hit.
Dude, the man has been having the best rolls, and none of them have been hitting the past 2 sessions.
I'll say
And
in
it's so
fairness,
easy when you're
I don't play
evil.
fair. He was like, I hit you. And I'm like, but what if you didn't hit me? And he's like, oh, I guess I didn't.
The way you get
What is
around
this,
my
Baldur's
plans
Gate?
is so entertaining. I can't even be angry at it. I really can't.
You know what I was
got-
going to do if I figured out it was you guys, like before you attacked me?
Hmm.
I was going to be like, okay, so I'm going to use a big psychic blast spell, and it's going to wreck people in the area, and it'll show the changelings. So you're going to drink this or rub this on you so it doesn't hurt you. And it was literally just going to be kerosene and oil, and I was going to cast fireball.
Jesus.
You murderous
So anyway,
man.
Down
You're
in the
going to
dark
be
dungeon.
vindictive and petty.
And you had the audacity to call us murderous psychopaths.
Okay, in fairness, I would have figured out you were trying to murder me or kidnap me or something, and have possibly
I'm
killed my
talking about
friends.
Man,
I'm
I
talking about
got
our normal traits. You called us murderous psychopaths.
Yeah.
Take
cool
one to
shit.
no one, you jerk.
I had cool shit planned, and it's still gonna happen. But I had cool shit planned. Anyway,
And then he
I'm gonna
killed
take some. I got a nice stack of Vicodin right here, so let me just.
Whew.
Oh,
Tic Tacs.
oh wow! I had a really nice plan going. Now I'm gonna have to figure out what's up. Ooh, I found a knife.
Ah, yes, Vicodin.
What's that? A knife!
Nobody.
Is Vicodin just pain pills? I don't know what Vicodin is.
Oh yeah, it's like a high octane painkiller.
Yeah, I believe it's an opioid.
Oh, awesome.
It's like the good stuff. Like, this is like what rappers do to forget about their sins.
I can see why it can be addictive.
Oh yeah.
Why do the elves need to forget about their sins? I mean, all they're doing is rapping. What are you talking about?
You're saying Snoop Dogg has sinned? I don't think so.
Probably. He might be
Does
the.
what every day?
I don't think
He eats
so.
lumps every day.
I don't think so.
Is it a sin to smoke cannabis?
It's not like Cameron Diaz said that he gave her.
God burned
he
a whole
sold her
bush,
weed
man,
in
and I
high
can't smoke
school.
some weed. That's hypocritical.
Straight to jail. Right to jail.
I'm
So-
right though.
Your food too hot or too cold, straight to jail.
I'm sitting on a song from Yip Yap.
Anyway,
Oh, no.
let me just back to the game. First off, I just want to say I'm still learning as a DM, and I'm very
Mhm.
grateful that y'all are having a good time with this game. Even though I'm fumbling with some things here and there, I hope that doesn't ruin any part of the game in any way.
No, you're awesome. Appreciate it.
The only thing that hampered my fun was my own roll to hit myself.
Awesome. I'm so glad y'all are having fun. I'm gonna kill you all now. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We're actually
pretty much-
Isaiah.
You pretty much did already.
Isaiah,
We're
we're gonna give you a little break, and we are going to cut to the real Yip Yap and Balgroth, whomst are
They're in the
sitting
jailhouse now.
sitting in a basement beneath Isaiah's dilapidated house.
Nobody knows the cupboard I've seen.
Yeah.
Nobody but Kiraga. Yip Yap's just been singing ever since he woke up.
Balgroth eventually wakes up, and he wakes up to Yip Yap's incessant singing, and he finally wakes up and says, "I don't know where I am. I don't know why I'm here, and I should be absolutely hating the sound of your voice, Yip Yap, but I am so glad you're here."
I'm trying to think of anything other than that song for him to be singing when you say that to him. Bat Kiraga. Oh, you're awake! Yeah!
Indeed. Where are we?
A basement?
How? Why are we in a basement? Why are you in chains?
You hit me in the back of the head.
No, I didn't. I would never do that. I'm going to be honest. I'd wanted to do it a few times, but I would never actually do it to you.
No.
So
Where's my pseudo dragon?
Pseudo Dragon is curled up on your lap.
Oh, he's free?
He's with you in.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's not. Chained.
The pseudo dragons, can he bite out my thieves' tools and kind of work them through the lock? Or can he get it to my hand to where I can work it in the lock?
Because in the meantime, Balgroth is just going to try using strength checks to break himself out of these chains.
Yep, just roll a straight D20 for me. And Balgroth, roll a strength saving throw. Okay. So, we start with Balgroth. As you try to, I guess, so with the way you both are situated, you are against the wall, sitting down with your hands behind you, with the chains connected to the wall with very little give.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it was
So the way you would be tugging, I guess you would be tugging upwards or forward in some way.
Yes.
As you try to do that and you hold on to the shackles as much as you can, they feel malleable in the sense that Stephen.
Yes?
What does this mean?
Here, I'll fill in the operative word.
No, I know what the joke is, but God. Anyway.
It's like Roxas from Kingdom Hearts. Why do you have the Keyblade? Shut up!
So, the chains feel malleable. They kind of feel squishy. And as you tug, they stretch, but they do not break. And your hands are still caught in them.
What is this material?
And Yip Yap, Fossil, where is your pack? Where is it on your person?
It would probably just be like on my belt probably just has like several pouches on like my hip and around and under my coat. So it's probably just on my hip or near my flank.
So yeah, Fossil is able to kind of like claw and bite your pack away from you, and it just kind of sits down within its mouth.
Fossil, can you, here, boy? I need one of those.
He drops the pack on your
Oh.
lap.
No, in Fossil, in my hand. Come on, we tried to practice it. Remember, fetch the crook one.
It takes the pack and like runs to the other side of the basement.
No, the other way of fetch. The other. Oh, I pilot Fossil and just force him to give me the right tool.
Okay, so yeah, you they don't have opposable thumbs, do they? Do they?
Yes, teeth. That's all he needs. He just needs to. Is it in a way where if he gets it to my hand, I can try to like jimmy it?
I love the
If he's
idea.
gonna
of
will the
just-
dagger.
I'm just imagining, like, and I know that this isn't correct. I'm imagining like a Komodo dragon just trying to pull like a twig between like a bunch of sticks, because that's the idea. Anyway, Fossil, after you pilot him, yes, you're able to get your thieves tool, and you can try to do lock picking, but you have disadvantage because you can't see what you're doing.
Okay, what do I roll for that? There's not like a
Sleight of hand with disadvantage.
sleight of hand disadvantage. Ah, lovely. Wait, I have advantage. How would that affect this situation?
You just take your first roll.
Yeah. We'll just take your first roll.
And I won't use it. I have my first roll either way.
So you can you can't quite angle your hand in a way that's good enough to actually work the lockpicking tools.
Oh.
Better call the lockpicking lawyer.
I'll try to pilot Fossil and have him take the tool between his teeth and try to do it.
That is very disadvantaged. Sleight of hand. I'll just say it's just disadvantage. Man, dude.
Dang.
How much is that? +8. That's so cool, man.
Fossil's a +8.
Doesn't. Yeah. You have to use your pseudo dragons one.
Oh. Okay.
What level are you right now?
5?
He's expertise level is what he is. Pretty sick, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it has disadvantage. So
Mhm.
that doesn't quite work.
Yeah. Ah.
Balgroth, what are you up to? By the way, y'all are like 5 feet apart from each other.
I'm,
feet apart from each other.
I'm still trying to
You still hug each other.
I'm trying to pull myself out of these chains because I can't really reach out and help him. So
Got me in chains.
And-
Do another
You know,
strength.
and
Jeremiah,
and
you know that there's power in the name of Jesus to break every chain. Break every chain. Break every
break
chain.
every chain.
You got me in chains. No.
I know.
It's-
I know. Wait. I had it set on disadvantage. Give me a sec.
no.
Oh.
Yip Yip has a mental breakdown and becomes liquid and seeps out the thing.
You are not a cat.
I want to break out of these chains.
I want to break free.
And like technically the only other thing that I have is branding smite, and that just gives us radiant damage. It wouldn't necessarily help us break out of these chains, would it?
No.
Yeah.
Is Isaiah within 120 feet?
How high in the air are you?
I'll say right now I am looting the body, so like 5 feet in the air.
Okay. Yes, he is.
Help! We are underground in a basement, stuck, chained up. We need help. Please, knock spell, whatever. We can't break
What?
free,
This one
please.
I sort of just like look around.
I look at
Underground.
Yip Yap. Before you send a message, please let me review it for you.
Underground.
I think that had very pertinent, what's that word? Ow, my head hurts. Very important, very information. Very, what? Ah! Fossil, stop whipping me with your tail. It hurts. It's my forehead.
I'm gonna die in here.
So we're gonna say, as that transmits to Isaiah, do you guys want to try anything else with the chains?
Oh, good lord, what else can I do? Do I have my sword on me
No, I believe
or
the
near me in
changeling
any
took
way?
it. I believe the changeling took it.
Yeah, we
No,
established.
I mean like my blade of vengeance, because he didn't have it. My changeling didn't have it.
Sure. We'll say it's up against the wall on the other side of the basement.
So it's on the other side of the basement and away from me, so I can't do anything with it. You know what? Heck, strength again.
Hey,
So, have you ever had those like lifesaver gummies and you like stretch them out a little bit? You know how if you like stretch them, they don't necessarily snap.
I guess. Yeah.
So, this means something. I'm just trying to create a parallel. You pull the chains, the like.
To the point where I'm
manacles.
literally standing up right now.
No, we're like. You can pull them and you can feel that you can like if you try hard enough, you can squeeze your hand out of the opening that stretching has created.
I pull my hand out.
Okay, you got one hand.
And sort of keep it open, try to keep it open so I can pull out my other hand.
Do a dex save. These things do not like being held open. Oh!
you
Yes.
lost a hand there.
It snaps down onto your other wrist and you take a point of damage.
Ow! This is what happens when I immediately try to click something once my page reloads and it didn't load as well as it should have.
That hurted.
Yip's gonna try to yap the lock again.
Okay.
What? Yip Yap. You do know that I have a hand free.
How's a 16 do?
You can unlock one of them. So now you both have a hand free. Now you can hold hands. Congratulations.
Yip Yap
High five.
worked to pick the other lock.
Okay, yeah, roll.
With
Regular.
disadvantage or straight?
Just straight. No.
I'm gonna use my point of inspiration.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you get out.
There you go. Hey, Yip Yap, would you mind helping me?
Oh, of
as
course,
well?
Fossil. Fetch. Fossil goes, gets it, puts it back on my belt. I go over and I pull out the right tools and I start.
You get him out.
Very well done, Yip Yap. I pick him up and I put him on my shoulder.
Ah!
With how low the basement is right now, he bumped his head on the ceiling.
Oh.
I'm sorry, my friend.
Okay.
And you said that my sword is across from the basement, right?
Yep, you can just walk right over to it now.
So I walk right over, grab my sword, and my sword begins to glow. As now the connection between my sword and the emblem that I have around my neck of the Tylurian glows green. Its connection is restored again, and I am enraged. I don't know how this happened. I don't know who did it, but those who have chained us will feel my wrath.
Yeah.
And he begins to start looking for a way out.
And my blades.
So, the basement is small, and there's a couple chests that have been scattered around. Just like cellar stuff. Yep. With your acquainted nose, you know that some of the barrels have alcohol in them. But other than that, it's just kind of scattered chests and barrels, some of which have mead in them.
Well, I'm gonna siphon as much alcohol as I can.
You stab into a barrel and you take Isaiah's alcohol.
That's a fireball right there.
Yeah, Yip Yap drinks
Not
his
the
fill of
family
some.
mead.
Yip Yap drinks his fill of some mead, and replenishes his flask.
Cool. Other than like those chests and boxes and things, the only egress of the basement that you see are double doors kind of up a small set of stairs. They are closed.
Is there a
The
lock
double
on
doors?
our side?
No. What'd you say, Balgroth?
So it's just closed. It's not anything barring it or anything? Or locked?
As far as you can tell, it just looks closed. There is no lock on the inside, though.
I go up the stairs and try to open the door.
Does not budge.
I push the door.
You just hear like you lift it and then it falls back down.
Yip Yap kind of opens his mouth and Yip Yap kind of
I try to smash my way through the door, attacking it.
Okay, before we get to that, Yip, what are you doing?
as we're kind of trying to figure out what to do, Yip Yap kind of opens his mouth and kind of clicks the organs in the back of his throat that kind of spark his flame capability. It's like, that's an option.
Cool.
And that might burn down the house or wherever we are.
House.
And I don't think we need to do this.
Yip
But-
does the solo shrug.
God, it's so cool. Balgroth has no idea where they are. So you slash upwards, but added with the angle and the fact that these metal doors were apparently made to withstand a lot of force, you kind of just scratch into it, but it doesn't open.
Fine. Yip Yap, any bright ideas?
Can I try?
Sure, how about it?
Yip Yap fires a mote of flame onto where he assumes the main mechanism holding the door together is, so that it burns first.
Okay.
Okay, what do I roll for that?
You roll your
Fire breath?
the
attack?
fireball thing.
Breath attack. That's what it is. That's at 2 feet, so the description is
My man rolled a 2.
Yeah.
no,
I mean, what's the AC of an immobile object?
Oh,
right.
More than 2.
I mean it's metal doors.
Oh,
That is a key detail.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I'd mentioned.
Yeah, it's metal doors.
Oh,
Now it's hot metal doors. You both
So
can
now
roll
I
a
can't
perception
burst
if
my
you
way
want.
through it.
Can you both roll a perception? And the pseudo dragon can roll a perception too if you'd like.
As a perception check.
Yep. Ooh. You want the pseudo dragon to roll?
yeah. Oh, no. Wait. Yeah.
So the 15 is Yip Yap?
Yes, the 15 is Yip. I misread Jeremiah's 20 is fossils.
So, Yip Yap and Balgroth. After Yip burns the metal doors and basically makes them untouchable for a few minutes, you notice that you can hear like a wind tunnel somewhere inside of the basement. Like, you can hear where air is coming through and escaping out of, other than like the cracks of the door ahead of you.
Repeat that. Where is that coming from?
It's coming from further inside the basement. Balgroth, you would be able to tell that it's coming from behind one of the chests.
I go to move one of the chests and move it out of the way.
So, as you go to move the chest, as you touch it, two eyes open up on the top of the chest, and they just kind of blink up. They blink up at you for a second, as if waiting for you to do something else.
Balgroth, what's that?
I glare at it.
It blinks and kind of shifts, but it doesn't move.
Balgroth, I'm scared.
Darn. I'd kindly suggest for it to move out of the way, or else, if it doesn't want to get hurt.
Kind of it opens it opens the chest a little bit as if to say something, and you can see the teeth and the tongue inside, and then it kind of closes again and just kind of shifts a bit to the side.
That's scary.
You better move out of our way, or else I will destroy you.
Yip goes back to the ale barrel and pokes it lower and drinks more.
The mimic chest whimpers a little bit and turns into a book before just kind of scurrying away, revealing a hole in the wall.
Yip sees the book. Yip sees the book run away, looks back at the hole that's probably dribbling more than he was able to drink, and is like, "What is in this stuff?"
This, my friend, is a way out. And look, it's just your size.
Oh! Yip runs to it.
Wait. Yip. Hold up, man.
Hold on to what?
I don't want you going in there without a game plan. What I
A
want
game
you to do,
plan? Oh, like kobold checkers.
Sure. Here, what I want you to do is that I want you to find a way out for us.
Okay.
And find a way to open up that big door. Right?
Oh.
Yeah, so find out where this goes. Come back to me, tell me where it goes, and then go and find a way out.
Okay. Yip's eyes glaze over as he slumps against the wall, and he pilots Fossil, whose eyes shimmer, and he scampers off down the hole.
Yip just collapses. Balgroth talking to him. We're going to do this, okay? Okay. So with that, we're going to cut back to Isaiah. Right after he received the message from Yip Yap. We're going back in time a little bit.
Right.
All right. As he's thinking of the message, he's gonna sort of like briefly look to his left and then his right, and then he's just gonna like fly up in the air really fast and like look in the sky and enjoy this new thing that he was not sure was going to work prior to the fight, and kind of do like a little loop-de-loop in the air.
Okay.
And then he's just gonna like very calmly float back down to the ground and like start like levitating. I'm gonna stay on top of this tree. And he's gonna start thinking of where in town there could be a basement, particularly where people might be able to like not be discovered.
So, how long does your keen mind last? It has like a cap on it, doesn't it?
Keen mind or concentration on this?
Your keen mind, like your memory.
I have perfect memory for 30 days, I believe.
Okay, so
I mean, I would remember that I have a basement, if that's the question, even without that, but
I'm trying to figure out if you would remember if any other houses in the town have basements.
I see.
30 days. I believe the campaign started. Let's see. It hasn't been 30 days yet.
Okay.
But I would say it took you a day to get to Retcher. So your memory's hazy, but you do know that you have a basement, obviously.
Yes.
The mayor has a basement, the duke has a basement, and the church has a basement.
Interesting. And like obviously I can remember things after a month. It's just like there's a question of whether or not I would remember it as opposed to like I know.
If you want to roll a history check, you can get more in-depth information.
Yeah, why not? Why not roll a history check? I'm a regular historian.
Okay. So yes, you kind of the flying cleared your head a little bit. Obviously you know what's in your basement. The family mead that you're very proud of and all that stuff. It's very prized and precious to you. The church has kind of a wine cellar where it keeps the communion wine, but nothing else. The Duke and the mayor both have basements that are completely locked off to the public. You've always thought they were locked off because there's like menacing shit in there because the Duke is a weird guy. He's not evil, but he's like a weird guy. The mayor is also related to the Duke, so he's also a weird guy.
Well, those are probably the hardest places to look, so if I have to look there, I'll make it last. I guess I'll check my basement first, because if nothing else, there's mead there, but also these shape changers knew a lot about me and were somehow involved with knew to hide the head in my house and stuff.
Okay.
So I will levitate to my house, yes.
I would say it's been more than 10 minutes.
Well, it was just a fight, right?
Well, I mean, you've also looted the bodies, and you're getting close to your 10 minutes.
All right, well, how about I will alight and grace the ground with my presence right as I arrive on the grounds of my home.
You land here, right in front of Chamberlain, who has just been kind of standing outside your house. He looks very relaxed and kind of happy to see you.
Oh, no.
Young Isaiah.
Oh. Hello, Chamberlain. What brings you here? I thought you were headed out of town.
No, I never said that.
What did I ever do with the head?
I don't know. I really don't know. Did you keep it? Did you keep the rotting head?
I don't know. I probably threw it away at some point.
Exhibit A, my back pocket.
You just like, I've showed this to everyone in town. Anyway,
Camelin, does this look familiar to you?
Uh, do you know this man? He was impersonating you.
A
I
man is
think he was a
headless in Lego
shapeshifter.
City.
anyway,
Then he goes surprise Pikachu.
anyway. What do you actually do?
So, what brings you here?
Well, I was waiting for you. I
Oh.
figured you would come by sooner or later. Where are your friends?
I don't know. I think they left late last night or early this morning. The innkeeper said there was some sort of kerfuffle. But I decided I would come back and just look at the place one more time.
Kerfuffle at the tavern.
Frankly, I was asleep. I say I think they had an argument.
Oh, what a shame.
Something to do with the school. I wasn't really there for it. But from talking to the barkeep, there was some disagreement that had to do with the school, and they went off either together or apart.
Zaya, do you have detect magic on?
At this point, definitely.
So after seeing Chamberlain, you kind of switch it on?
Yeah.
So you would start to feel divination magic kind of poking into your head.
I'm going to think about what's for lunch. Oh, goodness. They're out of bacon because of Balgroff. Ugh, I could go for something fried right now.
Right.
Oh.
Of course.
You know what? Now, Chamberlain, do you have something you were going to give me? Wasn't it pictures or something?
Yes. I have them here. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, dear.
Was that a half-orc joke?
What?
No.
Malgroth would want something.
And I'm going to use my
Is that a
inspiration
half-orc joke?
on this.
So yeah, you succeed. And he's just kind of reaching into his back pocket and he pulls out a manila envelope and hands it to you. These are the pictures that I managed to save from your house burning.
Oh, thank you. In fact, I have something for you as well as a thank you for that. And I'd like to hand him a small, well, I guess just like a vial.
A small, inconspicuous mind sliver.
Now see, if someone were to use detect magic on this vial, what would they feel?
They would. It's just I guess it's like it can be either glass or I guess maybe even like a wine skin or something. I guess it's glass. Yeah. Just a regular. It's like there's nothing unique about it. Nothing magical.
There's nothing inside of it?
Well, no, there's stuff inside. There's nothing magical inside of it.
He takes it with a smile.
Oh, and one other thing. And I take a step back.
Is it kerosene?
And I firebolt it.
As you...
It's kerosene oil.
Man pulled an Usopp. Man literally pulled an Usopp.
Okay.
Fire star!
Zytrate does come in a little glass vial. Roll your stupid fireball attack.
Oh wait, I was over here.
A spoonful of kerosene helps the burning go down.
So
Does a
is
24
that
hit?
a 24 to hit?
Yes.
Yes, it does hit.
All right. He takes 12 damage, and the vial also, well, it bursts and catches on fire and falls on him, obviously.
Where is my pencil?
Why don't you take out your eraser? Save yourself some time.
Oh.
Oh,
Hush. So yeah, I guess we'll just start the fight there.
All right.
So that was your turn. It'll be his turn in a second after I do some
Well-
quick math.
All right. Can I finish my turn then?
Yes, go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna bonus action cast Dragon's Breath onto my crow.
Mhm.
He's gonna come over here and please make a dex save.
oh boy.
It's gonna be loud for a second. So the man's was not expecting this. All right, do the damage.
14.
14. Okay. So after you horrendously burn this man, he kind of just like the fire dies down. And is that the end of your turn?
Well, I guess then I'll like step back a little farther. Yeah, that's my turn.
So the fire kind of dies down and he like okay. And he Misty steps over to you and then stabs you.
You ornery little.
Let me roll to hit. Does a unnatural 20 hit?
I'm gonna say
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to say a 22.
no. Oh, it didn't give the
No.
no.
So that doesn't hit with.
Nope.
Okay, hold on. He gets another attack. 17?
No.
His
Okay.
AC is 18.
Oof. So yeah, Misty steps over to you, tries to stab you twice, but then he's just like, Isaiah, I don't want to fight you, you know. I do
Now-
care for you.
Eli just sort of looks at like the two impotent stabs that just like get stopped at him. He just looks back at his face.
They weren't lethal blows.
Isaiah kicks him in the testicles. No,
Joke's on you, I don't have any.
Does this guy have what's he wearing? What's he have? He's got daggers and stuff on him?
He has a dagger on him, and other than that, he's wearing just kind of like a leather tunic.
Does he have like buckles on the tunic?
No.
No. She's like, I can't let him have whatever he's thinking of right now. It will go poorly.
I tell you
Isaiah.
what, Null, for somebody who dislikes Dale, you keep giving him W's this game.
Hey, you're all gonna get your part. His hometown just happened to be the closest. Anyway.
All right. Caw.
Yeah.
Bird.
Where did you go? Oh, you put the crow over you.
Yeah.
Room! Shambles!
So, dex save. He passes.
All right. Then he takes 4 damage.
Okay.
And I am going to point my finger directly at where I suspect his testicles would be. And then I'm going to cast Magic Missile.
This would be the moment I walk back in on.
Okay.
This
He's
would
going to
be.
take 6 damage. 6 testicular torsion damage.
Ah! So you're using Mage Hand?
No, he's just anyway.
Dos fleurs! Grab!
Oh, you have to remind me of that scene. Okay.
You've got to visualize the.
Oh no, I'm too tired for this.
I want this to be fair, but this is so funny. The dragon's breath was enough to kill him, dude.
All right. Well, then it electrocuted him into unconsciousness.
Oh, so he's not dead? Or did he?
Oh no! I have plans for him.
Okay, so he's unconscious and he's just like. Ugh, ugh.
Okay. I still do the No, I'm just kidding. I don't still do magic missile on him. All right. I'm going to tie his hands behind his back,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to tie his feet together.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to tie his hands and feet together.
Oh, okay.
Why do you say it like, oh, like it's not like a intimate interaction here, to be clear.
No, I know. You're just hog tying him, and I was trying to
Yes.
think of the word hog tie.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. And then I'm gonna stomp on his elbow really hard so it breaks.
Jesus Christ!
As we fade to black.
And then I'm gonna drag him down towards the basement of the house.
Okay, after you assault this man.
Okay, don't assault this man, she says. What Midas? He was a great guy.
What man? So good.
Unbelievable.
After you break his arm, you see Yip Yap crawl out of a little dig out that's underneath the foundation of your house over here.
Oh, hello, Yip Yap.
Wait, meets the pseudo dragon?
Yeah,
The pseudo dragon. I am so sorry. The pseudo dragon. I'm so sorry.
The pseudo dragon looks up at you, cocks its head, and bleps.
Did you not see what I did with Yip Yap's token? I was proud of that.
Wait, what?
I just literally threw him off the screen. I didn't think that would work so well. Where is he? Oh, he's fully off screen.
Ooh. And the pseudo dragon turns back to the hole and kind of like Pluto in the old cartoons goes just the pointer dog thing.
Okay. Isaiah, you see this?
Meanwhile, Yip Yap is just kind of half lucidly mumbling, "And Isaiah, leading him here." Ooh.
I pat Yip Yap on the head and just waits patiently at the door.
The pseudo dragon, without any clear exterior means, just kind of moves its head in front of you, Isaiah, like it's being pat.
Do I hear the Yip Yap's voice happening right now?
Probably not. Pseudo dragon ain't got vocal cords.
So I'm just sort of looking at the pseudo dragon, trying to piece together what's going on. Do I know about the passageway or no?
You know that there are some crawl spaces underneath your house that they were built for dwarves and stuff to check on the foundation and things, and some do lead into the basement.
Gotcha. I think I'll just drag him into the house and try to go the normal way.
Okay, so yeah, you go through the half-burned living room and kitchen until you get to the back door, and then you see your basement doors, which are just kind of slightly above ground tilted metal doors. I've seen basements before.
The pseudo dragon's been following him.
Can I open the doors?
They have a chain wrapped around the handles of the doors.
I'm going to pat down the guy that is currently unconscious to see if he's got the key on him.
Roll investigation. Yes, you find a key. I'm not actually. This is fun. This is fun for me.
It's fine. It's fine. Why is the rest of the campaign in an anti-magic field? I don't understand.
So anyway, after y'all leave this town, Tiamat shows Anyway,
That's crazy.
no.
That triggers my glyph of warding. And no,
You find the key. It does go to the lock on the chains.
all right. Then I will open them up and kind of kick the doors open or pull them open if that's
Yeah,
how they work.
Yeah, Balgroth, you stand blinking in the sun.
I cover my eyes and try to peer into it as my eyes begin to adjust. Who is it?
The real question is, who are you?
I am Balgroth the Dark.
Oh, I've
Paladin.
heard that quite enough today.
I am Balgroth the Dark, Paladin of vengeance and servant of the great Tylurian. If you are the one who has harmed me or my friend,
Oh, stop. Only the real Balgroth would introduce himself this way. You've proven it.
The
God.
pseudo dragon leaps onto Yip Yap's head as the eyes resume normal coloredness.
So I see you've gotten out of the cell.
Yes, we most recently got out of wherever the heck we are. Where are we, Isaiah?
No, I've always wondered how many of my siblings were conceived in there. But anyway.
So, what? I mean, all of my siblings were conceived in the cave where I'm from.
I don't even want to know where that question came from.
Anyway, I think I have, so I take it that you were unsuccessful in handling the shape changers?
Is
Are there shape changers here?
shape changer?
There were.
Okay.
Well, there's still one. I say dragging the body with the broken arm to them.
Okay.
Sure.
The other two are a bit well done.
Okay. So, Balgroth, in terms of the shape changers, what you remember before you were basically abducted, before y'all got to Pernith,
Mm-hmm.
in the dead of night, you were kind of in this half awake, half asleep trance that you kind of remember. It feels like a dream, but you remember walking away from the wagon of your own will and then being grabbed by something and then appearing in this basement.
I don't remember much, but I remember trying to investigate something outside of the camp when we were on our way, but
Oh, yeah.
it felt like a dream. Now I'm here. So it was changelings, huh?
Yes. Welcome to my basement.
Look, I don't understand how this is all that important because the sun is no longer a thing now, right?
I'll
Right?
fix it, Yip Yap. Don't worry.
The sun is still up.
Impossible.
I fixed it. I'll bet you 12 gold that I fixed it.
It's still in my eyes, Yip Yap. Here, how why don't we go out and see? And I also want to check out this this changeling. Apparently, do you mind if I
And
see him?
All yours. Just leave him alive for questioning.
Oh, I'll get answers out of him. All right.
I'm good at doing that.
So, yeah, I guess you all kind of get out of the basements, and we can say
Yes.
that you kind of gathered around this area here. Now, since being unconscious, the changeling has reverted to a original form, in a sense. It doesn't... What was that?
What was the chip? The chirp?
That was the loudest noise.
I didn't hear anything.
Ha!
A bird must have crawled in.
Maybe you're going insane.
It's not possible. I heard it too.
Okay.
You both could be.
Shared
So,
hallucination.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't doubt that. I am kind of crazy.
Anyway, what was Chamberlain has turned into a gray-skinned, almost kind of drow-looking entity, except the skin looks like wax, and bits of it are kind of melting off and falling onto the ground as he lies unconscious and in the middle of all of you, I guess.
Yip Yap slowly approaches with his daggers drawn, facing downward. Is this the thing we're supposed to torture?
You have to work up to torture. We'll
No.
start with I'll
You
let that
might.
He's mine. Apparently, I've been here the longest.
Yes,
I did
we.
with him.
You see, Yip Yap, what happened was Balgroth was overpowered and taken several weeks ago. And then I believe his doppelganger probably overpowered and took you last night.
I don't remember anything about being overpowered.
Well, you think you came here on your own free will?
No, I believe that I was half asleep.
I
Yip
think
Yap
that
drives the
there was,
dagger through
I
the
think you
calf.
found an L and you took it.
Yip Yap drives his left dagger through the calf of the changeling.
He jolts up. Ha! Okay.
Well, that got him up.
Hello.
All right. They seem to be in a pickle. Hi.
Yip Yap slowly draws the knife just a little up and into the skin.
Okay, you can stop that with the knife.
No, I don't think so.
No.
He could.
You see, there's 4 jerkwads 10 times worse than what you and your friends have done that I intend to do far worse to. So, you're the appetizer, bud.
I don't know if I can control my friends here, sir. You better tell us what you want to know.
Yip Yap, will you roll a wisdom saving throw, please?
Tap to wisdom. How's a 13?
It's not bad.
Oh, you fail. I'm just trying to find what happens.
You gain L.
What?
So,
Wait,
Yip Yap.
what?
That was a delayed reaction right there.
So, Yip Yap. You can tell that you feel like you have a headache coming on. You
Ow.
feel like something is kind of stabbing into the back of your head.
Ugh.
Oh, okay. Kobolds, Radiants, Goblins. Got it. Interesting.
It's pronounced kobold, and I drive the dagger back down to the guard into his calf. Bolster, not tur. I know it's complicated. I don't know what phonics are.
I just have an accent, friend, please.
Oh,
I'm
I
not
assure
your
you, we
friend.
are not your friends.
His head kind of rolls back as he looks up at you, Balgroth, and you can also make a wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Are you
Bruh.
kidding me?
Okay.
I have
Oh.
a +3.
Interesting. Anyway, its head kind of lolls back over to Isaiah and then kind of... All right, well, you 3 have me. What do you want to know?
What were you doing? What did you want from me?
I was stationed here. Your family isn't necessarily part of our concern at the moment. This was collateral damage, and I was posted as your ex-butler to...
Who you
Or
killed?
What did Yip Yap say?
4? Question mark.
What did Isaiah say?
Who you killed?
I never killed anybody, and I was put here to keep Isaiah calm during all of this.
Well, you've done an absolutely terrible job at that.
That
I
is not
can calm.
my
I'm
fault.
calm.
I didn't know it would be that easy for you to get into the attic. If I had, I would have put the head somewhere else, but I was in a panic.
So
Sure.
it is your incompetence for you being so afraid.
I
No
wasn't.
wonder
You're
you always take L's. But
You're
never
This
a
is really
bad-
insulting the DM right now, right, Balgroth?
I know.
You're
I'm
a
just
bad rogue. As Yip Yap pulls the knife through, severing the tendon to the back of his calf.
I'm not a rogue. I don't even know
So-
that is.
What did you want with me? Why are you concerned with me at all? The other friends said they just wanted to talk.
Your family, your house, was an accident in what we were doing. And we knew that you of the family was gone at the time. And we figured at some point you would return. And we didn't want you poking around. But it seemed that that didn't matter either way in the end.
You butcher families on accident? He presses the tip against the other calf muscle.
The fire was caused by two mimics, not changelings. They were causing the fires. Not the one at the school, but your house. Further down the road, a cabin was burned. Mimics are causing fires. Mimics are causing insurgency. We as
what,
changelings-
We're supposed to think you're supposed to be the peacekeepers here?
I'm not insinuating that I am a peacekeeper. We are posted in towns and cities just to observe. We aren't meant to hurt anyone. We never meant to hurt anyone. I attacked, yes, out of shock and pain, as most wounded things do.
The dagger presses half an inch in.
Haven't you ever lost someone? Don't you know you would do anything for someone you lost, right?
You know you killed someone I lost, right?
Why do you think I'm practicing this right
I
Inch
didn't kill.
now?
I didn't kill Chamberlain.
Well,
I
who did?
didn't.
One of the three of you?
Three? You mean the two that replaced the Cobalt and the half?
Are there more of you around?
Yes.
No. God.
And those two weren't meant to kill you. They were supposed to put you somewhere where you would be safe and a changeling would take your place.
For what purpose?
To keep things normal.
What things?
This life in this town, this village, normalcy. That's all we're trying to do. Moderation.
Moderation.
Where's my family?
I don't know. They fled after the fire, during the fire. I don't know where they went.
How many people in this town are real?
He pauses as he does a mental count in his head. Most of the Merchants Guild and the two pastors at the church are still themselves. Everyone else is a changeling.
To what end? Why have a fake city?
Normalcy.
For what?
What is
Why
this?
is
Some
this
sort of
town so important?
what is this? Some sort of mimic colony?
Don't say that to me. Mimics are the reason why we do this. Mimics weasel their way into the cracks of cities and the foundations of families, and they upheave everything. They upheaved my life and the lives of many changelings due to a idiotic rivalry that I don't fully understand, but I have to be a part of it because it's my family at stake. It's my kin. It's my brothers and sisters. I would be more awful if I didn't do anything at all.
At least you
had
still
the
have your
audacity to
brother.
bring us into this war.
At least you still have your brothers and your sisters.
Okay, Cobalt, it wasn't my fault that your family died. What was Balgroth saying?
And you had the audacity to bring us into this little charade that you have. You didn't need to capture me to bring me into this little game. I have my own goals.
We're not smart. I will say
That's
that.
for sure.
You got that right.
We didn't know why you were coming. We were worried you were rangers or investigators, and we didn't want things to get worse than they already are. I didn't make the call for you to be replaced. I didn't make the call for any of this. I'm just another foot soldier.
So who does make the
Yes.
calls?
Right. Then who did?
And he kind of just like looks to the ground.
The dagger's about halfway through your calf at this point. I can go farther.
Oh, we could just take off your leg entirely.
Oh, Balgra. I have a lot to teach you about pain.
Oh, I know.
This is
I
still
know.
a better fate than what we...
Not a day has gone by that I haven't thought about how I would repay the 4 adventurers who slaughtered my family. Not a day has gone by that I haven't fantasized, he pushes the dagger another inch, about doing this! And it pokes out the other side.
Yip Yap, this is a bit much even for you. You are aware this has nothing to do with your family, right?
No. This has to do with someone who's willing to mess with other people. This has to do with someone who's willing to ruin lives, to take places that do not belong to them, to take things that do not belong to them!
Don't you steal too?
That's different. Shut up.
Cobalt,
We're wasting our time.
Listen, Changeling. So the Merchants Guild and clergy are real. Who else was real?
what did you call me? What did you call him? I didn't even hear you.
Changeling?
Changed. I thought you said something else.
Oh.
What was your question?
So the Merchants Guild and the clergy are real. Was there another group or no?
No, that's it. They're
Um,
still what they used to be.
now, why not just be yourselves? Is there someone you're trying to present normalcy to?
It's a complicated conversation to have. One of which I really don't want to have when I can't feel my legs.
Mm-hmm. Well, not final question. The people you've replaced, I assume they were not changelings at one point. Was that replacement like what you've done or tried to do to Balgroth and Yip Yap and me?
They were getting too close to something that they had no business of getting close to. And we didn't want them spreading rumors, or we didn't want panic. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
So you chose to lock up a creature prone to panic? And a creature prone to being loud and obvious about what's going on?
I don't know that much about kobolds, okay? And again, that wasn't my call.
Whose was it?
Can't say.
Can't? Or you don't want to?
Can't. Trust me, I would if I could. But the pain that is befalling me right now is still lesser than the pain that would become me if I said that name.
I'm just a few... Balroth, how do people measure things?
What?
It depends.
Like
Inches,
small...
centimeters, millimeters.
I'm a I'm a few millicenters from severing your other leg from being able to work properly.
Yip Yap, I think it's not entirely volitional.
I don't know what that means.
Here, how about this? Listen, he
Mhm.
kneels in front of him. I know you might be afraid of this person.
Mm.
And it's taking every fiber of my being not to simply threaten you. But why don't you tell me why this person scares you so much?
And he kind of like looks up and he looks to Isaiah. Do you know how powerful Zito is?
I have a vague sense, although at a certain point scaling is not relevant.
This person has been chosen by Zito to potentially become one of its subordinates.
Oh.
This person could become a god if they do what Zito tells them to do and they fully plan on following through with everything Zito tells them to do. And they already have a lot of power. A lot more than any changeling ever should. And they've already killed a lot of people. I don't want to add my family to that statistic. I would rather die if it meant that my family was safe.
I see.
If you have grievances, it's grievances with the brothers, Zito, Ambrew. They're idiotic game chess with using living things as pawns. I can't say no. I would rather die.
Well, then you've pointed us to them.
They're not here.
Will you point us to them?
I don't know where they are. Those birds, and he kind of like looks over to where some flogants are huddled in a tree. They are part of Flogant, the deity Flogant. They are avatars, and he watches through them for Zito. And either way, with what I've told you, I'm going to be killed by those birds. So I will say,
Can I see them?
yeah, you can see them. They're fully visible to everyone. They're just like little blackbirds.
Are they tangible?
They're above
Yeah.
you, out of reach, but yeah, they're tangible.
In their
Sorry.
sight, since I fine. I take Yip Yap's dagger. and
Which
remove
one?
it
Wait,
from
what?
his leg. And remove it from his leg. And then I place my hand upon his leg and cast Lay on Hands.
What are you doing? From the sounds of it, it would be a mercy if we killed him. Right? It'd be a mercy if we killed you? Maybe not fast?
My soul still would remain, even if this body felt death. I can never truly escape what I have been dragged into through my lineage. I have
You-
tried.
You need to protect your family.
Balgroth. I sort of whisper to Balgroth, "Do you know speak with dead?"
I do not. Do you?
I speak with the dead every now and then.
We
Kira
can
talks to me.
There's probably a few spells I could come up with if given time, but not right now.
I have. If you let me return to my family, I'll leave the village. I'll take the other changelings with me. We'll leave Colbrook alone, and we'll put back the people we replaced. They're still alive. We never killed anyone. Chamberlain was an accident because of those mimics.
Where are the people?
They're underneath the school.
So that's why the school was so important.
There's a
And
room.
what's to say that we don't let you go and you bring all the changelings to kill us?
I don't know. You can either trust me or you can't. I guess.
I say we give it a shot. If we kill him anyway, he's dead anyway. But I say we give him a shot.
All right.
The people of the village. There is a room that was built beneath the school. Not many students knew about it. Not many teachers knew about it. As far as I can tell, only the headmaster knew about it. It's a room of mirrors. In those mirrors are the real people of this town. All you have to do is say their name and pull them out, and they will be okay. They will be very confused, but they will be okay.
How long has this been the case? How long have you all been around?
We were first sent here to replace the Duke. And since then, we've been adding more, watching. And then the attack on the school happened, and we panicked. We tried to do damage control. It didn't quite work the way we expected, the way we wanted.
Wouldn't it have been better to just join the community instead of become the community? Like,
It's hard for changelings to be accepted, especially in Glenville. A lot of humanoids see us as abominations because that's what we are, albeit. If you know the history of changelings, then you know that we are.
I know the present of changelings, and that you have not done a lot to endear yourselves to this community.
Like I said, we're not smart. We only know to hide. We don't expect kindness, so we don't attempt to allow it.
don't sell yourself short. Because I'm short, and I'm pretty dumb. Even I can trust.
Changelings are seen as vermin in a lot of places.
See, we're fodder for adventurers. Literally. I'm a kobold.
There's a reason half-orcs live in seclusion.
People hate me because I exist. I get it. I'm a thief. I'm a scoundrel. I haven't done much to prove myself to society, but society already hated me. So,
You Isaiah is just like holding his tongue very heavily right now.
Balgroth picks up the man while he's still hogtied and begins to
Oh, that's right.
make his way over to the school, motioning the others while he, I guess, continued to speak.
Are we just carrying him through the town?
Wait. I know that I don't. The birds. Zito, he won't let me live.
Put him in a sack.
Would you like a mercy killing? Because I can arrange that.
Put him in a sack, and we'll just.
I kind of would. I've seen what Zito does to changelings that revolt.
You
It's
can
not
die.
pretty.
You can die through a sack.
He can get me through the sack. And as he his voice becomes more hoarse as like the veins in his neck kind of start to turn black. Please, 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 kill me, please, kill me.
Yip Yap stabs him into the heart.
And Balgroth cuts his head off.
He
And
coughs
I
blood.
shocking grasp him.
His head falls to the ground, and
Teamwork.
from the cavity of his neck, a flogant kind of moves out of the throat, and more start to follow as the body kind of convulses.
I
And they
attack the
start
Flogan.
They start to drink his blood.
I
You
attack
smash-
the Flogan.
You smash them, and they become like little puddles of ink, and then they just kind of reform.
Monsters.
Yes.
How similar is changeling anatomy to human anatomy?
Um,
No necrophilia, Yip Yap. We've talked about this.
Jesus
No, we
Christ.
haven't. That's gross. Stop.
So they're similar. They have similar organs and like skeletal structure and stuff. It's just that their bodies flow with the type of magic that.
Okay,
No.
so when Yip Yap looks at the form and goes, "This is like humanoid, but not."
Yeah, it's also starting to melt as the
Okay.
flogants just kind of drink it.
As he continues, he kind of cuts open the calf again and tries to study the subdermal anatomy.
Okay. The skin is very waxy and it's dripping a lot more now that he's dead.
Okay.
There's there's muscles and there's like a fat layer and then you get to bones. The bones, instead of being like white, they are black. And they're very, very tough.
That's not familiar. Yip Yap tries a bite.
Of the bone? What are you doing?
No, of the calf meat.
Oh, it tastes like clay.
Ooh.
Ugh. It tastes like falling on my face.
You're an absolute gem, Yip Yap. You're an absolute gem.
And with that, we are going to end the session for tonight.
Wow.
I hope you all enjoyed this.
Yeah.
Some lore, maybe. I don't know.
Lore.
New lore drop.
Whoa.
New lore drop.
Um,
We're engaged.
And yeah, so as far as I know, next week is still up to go if y'all don't have any plans.
Yeah.
So yes, I will see you all. This has been the longest episode in a while. I'll see you all next week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.
Boy.